Josh Hampel's in the studio with who?
This is Pepe.
Pepe. What's that?
Co-pilot.
Pepe with the one ear up and the one ear down. That's classic.
Oh yeah.
And full-grown dog.
Yeah, he's almost 4.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's all you got.
Yeah.
I know you're with Blacklight Taxi. How brand new?
Yeah,
How
I
new?
mean we.
I just started hearing about you.
We got permitted November 22nd, and then
brand new.
Our first cars were on the road December 6th.
And do they look different? How do you get the name Blacklight?
Blacklight. It's.
I used to have black lights in my room when
to...
I was a kid, like with the Jimi Hendrix poster. What was that like? That remember those? Those were great. Didn't you have one? A Jimi Hendrix poster? Of course you did.
Yeah, I don't know the exact reason I chose Blacklight. I think just wanted something kind of edgy and have a little different feel to it.
That's funny. You got to name it something, don't you? Yeah. Yellow
it's
Taxi.
Funny,
that's taken.
People will go through the listings of taxi cabs, and like a lot of times I'll ask people, "Where'd you find us? Why'd you choose us?" And they're like, "Well, we wanted to figure out." What's Blacklight Taxi all about? So it's serving a purpose.
I was saying to you, man, it's like, the whole drinking and driving thing. I mean, God, we all got friends that been in trouble, all the hassles, the dangers, the costs of it, all of that crap. What are you guys doing? I mean, that's who we're looking to, is the taxi companies going, man, don't just burn me because I got drunk at the casinos and I need a ride home. What are you guys doing to make it easier on the people that come to Tahoe and just want to play and get out and have fun, but need to get home safe and need to know that it's something they can afford? These people are cheap in this town.
Yeah, it's a good point. And bottom line, that's taxi service is not only to get you around, to get stuff done, but for vacationers and stuff. But if you want to go out and have a good time, this is one of the worst cities probably to be drinking and driving.
For sure.
One thing we're doing is we just rolled out a DUI program where for locals or the vacationers up here, you call us when you're leaving the bar or club and leave your car wherever that is, and that following morning we'll take you back to your car for 50% off.
For half off?
Yeah, for half off.
Well, that's cool. So so you have to be drunk to actually get this deal?
Well, yeah. I guess.
Well, yeah.
I mean, or otherwise, you drive your own car.
Yeah.
Of course, we want your business, so we certainly will. We'll
You're
take
not
you
drunk,
up on
drive
that.
your own car home, right?
We'll take you up
Exactly.
on that part
Do
of that program.
Do you drive a lot of people around that like just say, you know what, I'm not even going to get a car. I'm just going to drive a taxi. It saves me money.
No, not a whole lot.
I mean, it's funny because I think about because when I think of a taxi, I think of okay, I've had too much to drink, I got to get a taxi home. But are there people that just go, you know what, cars are so expensive, I'll just get taxis everywhere?
No.
A little
not so
bit
much.
though. Who are these people?
Not really. I mean, yeah, we meet some
Come
pretty
on, make fun of
interesting
your
people.
customers.
No, I'm not. We're all for it. I think everyone should sell their cars. In fact, and just start driving.
Exactly. Drive a Blacklight Taxi. Yeah. Do you do some work? Like what do you guys do like when it's snowing and we have chain controls and everybody's going it's crazy.
Yeah, we got 4 SUVs, 4-wheel drives, and another 3 Crown Vics, actually decaled and painted and all ready to go. The 4-wheel drives are nice vehicles. They're not really being utilized to their full potential. We need some snow, but I understand that's.
And do you drive one? Do you drive one of the taxis?
Yeah, I do.
So how is that like? I mean, I know, and I got to be dishonest. You can only imagine. But like when I'm driving home, I like to sit right behind the driver. We've been partying. That's why you're getting a ride home. And heckle a little bit and razz him and play with his hair and stuff. Do you get that a little bit?
Yeah, it's an interesting gig. I actually really enjoy the job. As a whole, but yeah, I mean, you do get people in there that like to give you a hard time.
It's all in good fun.
Yeah, after like an 8-10 hour shift, it can drive you a little nuts, but it is what it is.
So, Black, how do you? So here's the deal, right? You've been drinking. You're just like, I have just enough sense to know that I got to get a cab home. I mean, somebody walks out in front of the casino. How do they know to pick you over whoever else? Who's the other?
The competition.
Forget the other one. You advertise with us. How do you get the Blacklight?
Bottom line is, we prefer for when you need a cab, if you prefer to use us as a service, just call our dispatch line, 530-543-3333.
Blacklight Taxi.
Blacklight Taxi, and we'll whip around and pick you up.
And this is key because you get the other guy in the morning, you get the other guy full price back to your car. You're saying, get me Blacklight Taxi, and in the morning I'll give you a half off going back to your car.
Yeah,
which
exactly right.
That's good.
Yep.
Good pro. I would think a lot of people the next day have somebody to just go, hey, My wife has another car. Like, let's take the other car down. And
You'd be surprised. There's quite a few of the locals that are really stoked on it.
No, I think it's a great program.
Bottom line is a lot of people have to go to work that next morning. They're debating when they're coming out of Whiskey Dicks or some of the, McDuff's, whatever. They've had too many to drink. They're kind of on the borderline of, should I drive? I don't want to have to come back and get this in the morning, and they're worried about cost. So it's a lot of locals are pretty stoked.
Who do you see what bar sends home? What bar calls? Who has the drunkest people that you drive home? Off the top of your head, who has the drunkest people? Whiskey Dicks?
It varies from night to night. I mean,
but who's up there? Who's up there? Whiskey Dicks up
Whiskey Dicks is definitely up there.
Is up there.
Whiskey Dicks is definitely up there.
But at least they're calling
Tuesday night, they're having a slamming good time. You got Moe's Place on Monday night, the open mic night.
Yeah.
There's a steady stream
what else
always
is some
coming
good
out
ones?
of
I mean,
McDuff's.
you're the cab driver. Like, what else is happening at night? Like, where else is happening in place? You're a perfect person to ask.
What
are you seeing?
Actually, you know what? In this last 2 to 3 weeks, I've noticed business has been picking up.
That's good.
Obviously, probably some of these acts and stuff that they have booked around town was predicated months ago when we thought there was going to be some snow up in here.
Yeah.
But they're still doing their thing. But there's been some pretty good turnout with all Argentinians and Brazilians that are in town now for the winter and stuff like that. There's a lot of people out there celebrating and having fun, I guess.
Well, good job, man. Keep up the
good for business.
It's really good to talk to you and kind of you have a different perspective of what's going on in town in this DUI program where you get a ride home and then 50% off the next day is exactly what town needs.
We want to get you off the
road.
Bottom line is let's help out the community and get these people off the road that don't need to be driving. And then in the next morning, we're there to help you out to get back to your car.
Awesome. Josh Hempel from Blacklight
and
Taxi.
Pepe.
Call those guys when you need a taxi.
And we are
ride
pet
home.
friendly.
Pet friendly. We'll be right back.